Hello, hello, hello. This is the second deck that I bought today. I did the video on the After Tarot, and then this one is a new deck also. I got them both at Barnes & Noble. Because I've been eyeing the After Tarot for a minute, and I hadn't really considered this deck, but I had like this epiphany about it, and I wrote my friend and everything, and so I decided to get it. It's the Mystic Mondays Crystal Grid deck. Now, this is like the third crystal deck I have gotten. I am not a big fan of crystal decks, and I'm not a big fan of animal decks. And the reason being is I don't own a lot of crystals, and I don't own a lot of, like, I don't have animals. But I'm not necessarily the biggest with animal totems, and I'm not the biggest with crystals. I'm not the biggest with using crystals for their properties, like, for calmness, take this one, or use this one. For energy, use this one. For this one, you know, it helps. If you're a May baby, this is one for you. If you're, you know, a spring baby, these are the ones for you. Like, I'm not into that shit. Like, it's very nice to know, like, my birth stone is technically not a stone, it's a pearl. So if you know what month that's associated with, you know, like, what earth it is. Not necessarily the same, all the dates, but like the month. It's like a pearl, and then like another one that I just like never remember, because I always just remember the pearl. And I actually really like pearls. Pearls are really beautiful to me. So yeah. So I ended up picking this up. I think this is the third deck out of all three that I've gotten. So as of right now, I may have the entire collection. I'm just double check. Oh, this is so beautiful. You know when you're like screen changes your laptop and it gives you these pictures? Well, my laptop gives me pictures and it tells me where it is. And I can click yes or no whether or not I want to keep it up or if I'm interested in it. Mystic Mondays. So, Mystic Mondays. Yeah, I think I have all the decks now. So, oh no, I don't. I don't have them. There's one more Cosmic Creatures deck. I might as well get that. Like Kim Kranz, I got all the decks for her. I might get all the decks for this one just to see. And I might change my mind about animal decks. Because maybe it's just the style. It always feels like it's some, like, no offense, but Steve Irwin type, safari type theme deck creation. Like, I don't like that, you know. I don't fuck with that kind of style. So yeah, so I got the Crystal Grid deck. It comes with this magnetic box. It's kind of like holographic or whatever. Inside it's just that. I'm gonna have to start taking the decks out the boxes and get tarot bags, and that's gonna be a whole adventure on its own. So yeah, it comes like this. They're hexagonal, so, you know, take that with what you will. And I did this. And so this deck kind of is interesting because it also deals with, it has a little chart. It doesn't really have a book that comes with it. Let me double check in the bottom, but it doesn't seem like it. No, it doesn't. It has this thing, and it kind of just shows you the different chakras, and it gives you, like, what is that, 8 to 10 decks? No, crystals. There we go. So there's that, and then it kind of gives you how to use the cards and blah blah blah. So if you're looking to learn about each one, like the properties, you're gonna be disappointed because like that's not in here. So which is kind of interesting because yeah, each card is hexagonal. Now it comes with information on the back of the deck, but like as far as like a big ass book that you may be able to go through, your best bet is to probably get one of the big crystal books. There's it's probably done in like the 80s 90s, but it's a big book about crystals, and it's like A through Z, and it's like 300-400 pages worth of crystals, and it's like crystals, geodes, whatever you never heard of, and it's like really interesting. And I would get that kind of book if I were you guys. The more contemporary ones, they're really nice for aesthetics, right? They're really good for aesthetics, for like Instagram, and you want to show your crystal books, and it's like a white background, and it's like this stark contrast with this brilliant emerald and this white background, and you know, it's really like nice. But like that 90s book that looked cheesy probably is the truth. So it comes like this. So it gives you the names and keywords, description, and sign planet, and that's that. So I think if you are interested in crystals, you may want to check this one out. I don't know. But yeah, the reason why I got this is because the epiphany that I had was, and I was in there and I was like, oh, like in Barnes & Noble, I was like, these are time travelers. You time travel with crystals. I was like, that's why you use them. You time travel. And I was like, oh, my friend, I know my friend's like, this bitch just writes me just for any fucking thing. But I was like, that makes sense. If crystals are in the earth for hundreds, thousands, millions of years, why wouldn't they be linked to time travel? And I don't mean time travel, you tap on it and you like go through this portal and now you're in like, you know, 20,000 BC. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, if you want to do emotional work, if you want to do timeline work, crystals would be really helpful, because if they're dealing with different emotions and stuff like that, this is like going into my like health thoughts and how I think health is going to change in the future. But like, as Uranus enters Gemini and as Pluto enters Aquarius, the ability to tap into your gene gnomes, your gene code, all that shit is going to be really important for unblocking a lot of health issues that are predominant in your family and passed on genetically. And I just kind of feel that. And so I feel like crystals, not necessarily like using crystals would be there, but I feel like what they represent is a link to the past. Those are my very controversial health views, but I feel like we're going in that direction with health and wellness, and I think that people are not aware of that. We are interested in health and healing on a more genetic level, because I mean, like, this is the year of the rabbit, right? So, and this is where Chinese zodiac comes in for me. This is longer than I needed it to be. I'm sorry. This is where Chinese zodiac comes for me. Chinese zodiac for me, every year, I always pick up energy regarding global circumstances. And I don't know what that is about, because the archetypes of like each of the animals don't seem global. But I always get very global event themes out of Chinese zodiac. And so I don't know what that's about. But for my rabbit video, like pregnancies, having a lot of children, fertility, things like that would be issues. We having fertility, like questions about fertility across the globe. I think that gene editing guy, I think he got in trouble or something like that. I think he was from China. And then last year, whatever, was Year of the Tiger, and whenever a tiger shows up for me, it's 11/11. Whenever a tiger shows up for me, I always know I have to do ancestral healing, and I was like, I bet like we're going to go through ancestral healing. And why did generational trauma or the talk about generational, not curses, but generational trauma kept coming up? Like, it was just like a whole buzz. It was like a buzz topic for some reason. I said Year of the Ox, which was like 2021 or whatever. Year of the Ox, whatever year that was. Year of the Ox was Year of the Man. Manosphere blew up, all that shit, like all that the toxic shit, Roe v. Wade type, you know, energy, even though that wasn't like until a little later. But like all the energy that came out 2020, you know, year of the rat, like pandemic, like all, I feel like for some reason Chinese zodiac, this is like so off topic with this, but Chinese zodiac for some reason like brings up a lot of larger themes, and maybe I should do a video actually on like why I'm interested in Chinese zodiac, because it goes into like other stuff, my personal perspectives. So yeah, so that was the crystal grid deck. Guys, this is so crazy. People gonna be like, bitch, this is like not, this is a very interesting review. But yeah, if you're interested in crystals and you're interested in making grids, then go with this one, and you have a whole bunch of ways to do it. And so yeah, go for it. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.